morning everyone. Mao din imong topic, chapter 3, Crisis Management Policy. So, proceed ta sa legal regimes in crisis management. Number 1, Section 4 and 5, Article 11, 1987 Constitution. Ang nagpasabot ni dire kay Juan, nagpasabot nga pinaka-duty sa government to serve and protect sa mga tao, meaning kung naik crisis sama sa mga bagyo, earthquake or terrorist threat or kagubot, sila ang responsable sa mga gobyerno, responsable sa mga tao, o napod diri ang kwan peace and order, safety, protect rights of property, kay para ma-enjoy po ang freedom sa mga tao. Mao nga kinahanglan ang gobyerno maglihok sama sa pagpatrol sa kalsada o pag-rescue sa mga example sa baha o sa pag-protect sa komunidad sa krimen, para komportable sila, para na-freedom mo tao. Mo to'y sulod sa kwan Section 4 and 5, Article 11, 1987 Constitution. Number 2, Section 6, Article 16, 1987 Constitution. Ang nagpasabot ani kay Juan, they have one police force that is national scope and civilian controlled. Mani sila ang Juan mag-establish o mag-maintain of peace and order o isa ka police force, national scope, civilian character, o kini money manage, i-control sa police commission, pareho og standard ug rules sa police force, dili military service. Ug sulod po diri ang Government Code 1991 gitransfer og control responsibility sa pag-revere sa basic service pinaagi sa local government unit, pareha ng LGU. Ang LGU mismo maglihok dayon, mao ning gitawag nga discriminalization, gihatagan mas daghan power, authority og resources, leaders, paspas og responsibility, mas klaro og responsibility. So, mao to ang sunod sa Section 6, Article 16 and the Constitution. So, dito sa Chapter 3, Article 1, Section 444. Ang naadiri giingon, importante yun ang duty example sa mayor with it comes to peace and order, municipality first. The mayor acts as deputy representative, National Police Commission or NAPOLCOM, meaning siya ang official representative sa NAPOLCOM sa iyang lugar, working closely with the police to make use laws of enforcement. Ang ikaduha, mayor gid perminti ang mag-create, implement sa peace, order and plan. Once ma-approve na sa mayor as both general, regional control over local police, sila na lang maglihok kung mag-handle sa mga crimes, emergencies, or community safety. Ang ikatulo, if the situation serious, local police like lawless violation, example kaning mga naay riot, public dili makaya sa municipal police, ang mayor din mag-request og additional force para sa mga PNP. So mao to ang sulod sa Chapter 3, Article 1, Section 44. So proceed sa Number 4, kaupat, ang RE 6975 of the ALG Act of 1990. Giingon diri ang pasabot ana, also known as Department of the Interior and Local Government Act. The law, this law makes sure nga nga ang police, local official o mga safety agencies mag-work together smoothly sa peace and order, ensure sa mga public safety, and also sa mga strength and capability of local government para mas ready sila mo respond sa mga security or emergency situation. For example, anong may mga riot Japon ng mga bomb. So proceed ta sa number 5. Ang number 5, Executive Order number 309 of 1987 Constitution. Ang sulod diri kay Executive Order create National Peace and Order Council in POC. Ang Local Peace and Order Council gi-order nga ma-fully coordinate o effective o prevent prior sa criminality to maintain public order og safety and land. The Peace and Order Council organize mo na siya gina-organize sa national, regional, province, city o sa municipal levels government. Mo na siyang Executive Order number 309 of 1987. Mo na siya isulod. Mo na yung organize sa regional, province, provincial, city, municipal levels. Sila ang gamintin po sa peace and order. So proceed ka sa number 6. Ang number 6, Executive Order number 366 of 1966. So ang sabot ani this Executive Orderment the Executive number 309 of 1987. Created silang ga-create sa money ang label sa barangay peace and order communities to serve implement arms government peace council of the barangay. Money siyang ang barangay gyapon isa gyapon ang barangay sa mga gamintin ng peace and order o part gyapon sila sa government, local government peace and order council at barangay level. So mao to ang Executive Order number 366 of 1996. Okay. Proceed to sa number 7. Number 7, Republic Act 10-121 or Philippine Disaster Risk Reduction and Management of 2010. Diri ang sabot ani the law passed way for institutionalism of proactive DRRM, disaster risk reduction of management. This is the systematic process using administrative organization. Muna silang operational sa mga skills. Muna silang ga-implement of strategies, policies of improve coping capacities in order to adverse impact of hazard ng mga risky na nga mga example ng bagyo. Monis lang mag-implement of strategies of the possibility of disaster hazard. Monis sila ang DRRM kanang kusog na yung mga bagyo, magplano na yung strategies para unsaon pag evacuate sa mga example na nabahaan. Mao to ang number 7, Republic Act 10-121 or Philippine Disaster Risk Reduction Management of 2010. So proceed to the number 8. Number 8, Executive Order number 336 of 2001. This law established the National Council for Civil Aviation Security (NCCAS), formerly known as National Action Committee on anti-hacking and anti-terrorism in a CAHT. So monis lang serve as effect mechanism. Primary contains threat related to terrorism. Secondary strength. Ang example ni this make sure nga ang police, local official o mga agency mag-work together smoothly, maintenance peace and order, ensure public safety. O mao ni ang government para mas ready sila mo respond sa mga security or emergency situation. Example ning nay bomba kay mao lang mechanism primarily. So
okay. Next is policy on terrorism, particularly on hostage taking situation. Number 1 is subscription to anti-terrorism covenant. So one example is the Philippines follow international agreement against terrorism and works with other countries to stop terroristic act. Number 2, peaceful means and other option in the resolution of a crisis. So an example is the government must first try peaceful way like negotiation to solve hostage taking. It's talk fail, then police or military action can be used, but carefully to protect innocent lives. Number 3, coordinated and calculated response against terrorists. So an example is the government use different agencies like NPOC and crisis management communities to respond properly to terrorism in an organized way. Number 4 is terrorism as a criminal act. An example is all terrorist activities are treated as a crime and punished under the law, no matter the reason. That is example of number 4. Number 5, no compromise with terrorists. The example is the government will not give into terrorist demand ransom or blackmail because it only strengthens terrorists. Respect for human rights. Example is government responder must always respect human rights, even those of respect. Then number 7 is prompt handling of a crisis at the lowest level possible. So ang example is terrorism-related crises are first handled by the police. Only if the situation worsen will higher authorities intervene. Number 8, public information management and advocacy. The example is the government must handle media information carefully and speak with one voice so as not to affect ongoing operation. Number 9 is safety of victims and civilians. Example, the top priority of the government is the safety of hostage and innocent civilian, including foreigner. Policy on anti-terrorism. First, the protect of life, liberty, and property from terrorism. The government main duty is to keep people safe and protect their freedom and belongings from terrorist threat. Second, the condemnation of the terrorism as inimical and dangerous to the national security of the country and to the welfare of the people. Terrorism is strongly rejected because it threatens the country's security and the well-being of the people. Number 3, the treatment of any act of terrorism as a crime against the Filipino people, against humanity, and against the law of nation. Any terrorism act is considered a serious crime, not just against Filipino but also against humanity and international laws. Policy on disaster risk reduction and management. Ang example is the law focuses on the protection people, property, and the environment. By reducing disaster risk, it promote a proactive and organized approach through good governance, transparency, and accountability. It also requires a national plan, the inclusion of disaster management and development programs, respect for gender and human rights, and active cooperation between national and local government to build disaster resilient communities. Next is PNP Operational Production on Critical Incident Management. Number 1, man-made incident. Example, these are emergencies caused by people, terrorism crime. The PNP is tasked to respond to maintain peace and security. Number 2, natural disaster incident. Example, during disaster like typhoon, earthquake, or flood, the PNP serves as the first responder to secure the area and assist rescue operation led by the RRMC.
Madining sumbay sa mong topic nga last 2 slides. So mo ni siyang PNP's alert level during man-made critical incident. By level ni siya. So level 4 tataman. Ang level 1 low lang siya, normal lang nga kahimtang o kanang walay klaro nga impormasyon nga nay critical incident nga mahitabo mo nang level 1 mo nang wasabot. So sa number 2 moderate, number 2 level 2 moderate posible nga nay insidente mahitabo pero dili gyud kayo good nga likely or dako nga chance nga may tabo, nang moderate lang siya ba. So date sa level 3 high mo ni siyang kanang silbi nga dunay kusog nga posibilidad nga nay incident nga may tabo sulod sa mubo nga panahon or kinahanglan na gyud og preparation kay taas nga posible nga mahitabo pareha ng baha nga na. So mo to ang level 3 high. So dirita sa level 4 sa diri na gid sa extreme. Ang extreme kanang example na ay incident nga kanang bag-o lang gid nahitabo na mapugnan pa lang or giluuman nga mahitabo or kanang actual na gyud nga incident ang giatubang mao na ang level 4. So proceed ta diri sa PNP stage in disaster management. Tulong ni ka level aman sa level 3. Ang level 1 ani kay magkandak og mapping identification sa mga disaster nga prone area, wala ng mga baunon nga area, city area or evacuation routes mo mga agi mag-evacuate na para maadto sa evacuation center, og mag-conduct og disaster drill, sample ng mga drill sa mga earthquake or sa mga holding regular task group. So capability to enhancement materials money kanang nakandam na daan og other community mobilization activities. So mao to ang level 1. So diri na ta sa level 2 kaning grade disaster response stage. Mao na ang una na kay activation of disaster incident management group was hit by weather sa 24 hours prior, example landfall na maglandfall ng baha o employment of alarm warning system kanang mag-warning na kanang mag-siren na ba warning system capable of during loud wailing sound. Actions of PNP Disaster Incident Management Committee o mag-coordinate na sa NDRRMC to support disaster response o i-force na rin ang tao relocation o evacuate sa mga recent na mga flood nga prone area yun ng parehang baunon mag landslide area mo na with correspondence of LDRRC and conduct of timely. So mao to ang level 2 sa red. So direta sa level 3 white post disaster stage. So mao ni ang last mag get report from concerned disaster risk reduction and management council damage assessment and needs analysis affected area. So kanong mga na-affected nga area need to analysis o unsay nga damage, deployment of relief personnel, relief operation, magkuano din nga maghatag ng relief foods sa mga na-affect sa mga baha or landslide o mag-provide security traffic assistance returning sa evacuees. So kinahanglan yun na sila i-guide dahil siyempre na magtabang sila nga maglimpyo o submit after disaster fund report. So mag-submit lig report sa PNP. So mo to last mora na among topic. Unta namin na tun-an. Daghang salamat.